Have wolves learned to use tools? This week, one video made ripples on the web with footage of a wild wolf in British Columbia pulling crab traps out of the water to eat the contents. Experts are divided over whether this shows the species has evolved to use tools. So, could this be the beginning of the planet of the wolves? In 2023, hundreds of traps set up by the indigenous Heiltsuk nation to capture invasive green crabs were being found destroyed, and in an attempt to find out the culprits, the Heiltsuk people partnered with American scientists to set up camera traps to monitor the sites. What they discovered was astounding. A female wolf is shown exiting the water holding a buoy, which she sets on the shore. Next, she re-enters the water to drag the line the buoy is attached to until the trap surfaces, which she hauls out onto the shore. With the trap now accessible, she bites through the netting to the bait inside, eats it, and leaves. She wasn't the only one to have mastered this technique either, as other footage from the area shows different wolves using the same method. Kyle Artel, a co-author of the study, considers this behaviour to be tool usage, while others in the scientific community are more sceptical. While the animal clearly makes use of the rope to reach the trap, it was humans who assembled it. The wolf's behaviour shows that it has learned how to receive a reward by retrieving the submerged object, but not necessarily an understanding of how it functions. What scientists do agree on, though, is that there is plenty of evidence of the higher order problem solving. The wolf has clear plans it is following to access a hidden objective, and it persists until this end is reached. Until now, this kind of behaviour, extending beyond simple reactions and instincts, had only been evidenced in a handful of species, including primates, corvids, and dolphins. It has been suggested by the researchers that a lack of hunting in the area allows them more time to develop skills that can only be honed in a stable environment. The study notes that although well studied, wild wolf behaviour is still notoriously difficult to capture, and this kind of planning and organisation may not be as rare as we might assume. They call into question whether the continued persecution of wolves around the world is preventing them from acting as intelligently as they are in fact capable of. Here's a quick excerpt from the research paper, linked in the description, because the authors make a very interesting point about how we evidence advanced human brain functions and advanced brain functions in other animals. Regardless of the extent to which the wolf truly understood the trap's mechanics, whether this behaviour reflected sophisticated understanding or more simplistic trial and error learning, the very act of appropriating human tools to achieve a goal is noteworthy. By analogy, these very words were typed on a computer whose inner workings the authors do not fully understand, yet we believe, and hope, our use of them suggests that we too possess some measure of higher cognition. So in summary, we still need more time to study this behaviour before drawing firm conclusions, and that will be dependent on whether the wolves of British Columbia and other continents are allowed to remain free from persecution.